When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
Episode 279, AI, for improving smartphone battery life in 2026 Good Day. I'm your host, Robin. And today I want to talk about smartphone battery life, the small but persistent daily anxiety of watching the percentage drop and doing the mental arithmetic about whether it will last until you get home, or reach a charger, or get through the meeting you cannot leave, or finish the journey on the train where you need the navigation. Almost everyone who carries a smartphone carries some version of this anxiety. And for many people it has become a background feature of everyday life that they accept as inevitable. In 2026, AI tools built into smartphones and available as standalone applications have become genuinely capable of addressing this problem, not by selling you a new phone with a bigger battery, but by helping you understand what is actually consuming your battery and making targeted changes that produce real, lasting improvement. Imagine you are heading out for a full day. Meetings in the morning, lunch somewhere you need to navigate to, an afternoon of activity, and an evening plan you genuinely want to document with photos. Your phone is at 85% when you leave the house. By lunchtime, it is at 50. By mid-afternoon, it is at 30, and you are looking for somewhere to charge. You are not doing anything unusual or intensive, just the normal background of messages, navigation, photos, music, some browsing. The battery is behaving exactly as it has always behaved, which is to say it is behaving as though this is not quite enough for a full day. What most people do not know is that a meaningful proportion of that consumption is happening in ways they have never been shown and have no particular reason to be aware of: apps running in the background, settings configured for maximum performance rather than efficiency, a battery health level that has degraded quietly over time and been accepted as the new normal. The AI battery management capabilities now built into both Android and iOS operating systems represent the first layer of improvement, and they're worth understanding because most people are not using them to their full potential. Both systems use machine learning to build a detailed model of your personal usage patterns. When during the day you typically use your phone intensively, when you are in meetings or sleeping or commuting and your phone is largely idle, which apps you use frequently and which you have not opened in months. This model is used to make intelligent decisions about background activity. Apps that are not in your regular usage pattern have their background refresh limited or disabled entirely. System updates and large downloads are deferred to moments when your phone is plugged in and on Wi-Fi. Charging is managed to avoid keeping the battery at 100% for extended periods, which research has shown degrades battery health more quickly than partial charge cycles. All of this happens without any conscious action on your part once the system has built its model of your behavior, typically over the first few weeks of use. AI battery analysis tools available as separate applications, including AccuBattery on Android and similar tools, go further than the built-in system analysis by giving you a detailed, readable breakdown of battery consumption that shows you not just which apps are using the most power in aggregate, but whether that consumption is happening while you are actively using the app or in the background when you are not. This distinction is very important. An app that uses battery while you are actively looking at it is functioning normally. An app that is consuming significant battery in the background at moments when you have not opened it in hours is behaving in a way that warrants investigation and usually adjustment. It is very common for people using these tools to discover that one or two specific apps, often a social media application, a mapping service that has been left with continuous location access, or a background synchronization service, are responsible for a disproportionate amount of their daily battery consumption. Adjusting the settings for just those apps, or in some cases uninstalling them in favor of using the same service through a browser, can produce immediate and significant improvement in how long the battery lasts. Location services deserve specific attention because they are one of the most significant and most poorly understood sources of battery consumption. Many apps request continuous access to your location, meaning they are checking where you are regularly even when you are not using them, when they only actually need location access while they are open. Reviewing which apps have continuous location access and restricting them to only while in use access, which is what the majority of apps genuinely need, is one of the single highest impact changes most people can make, and it is something an AI battery advisor can help you identify and implement systematically rather than requiring you to know to look for it. Screen brightness is consistently the largest single source of battery consumption on most smartphones, and the intelligence of adaptive brightness management has improved significantly with AI. Rather than simply responding to the ambient light sensor, which produces correct results in terms of readability, but not necessarily in terms of battery efficiency, AI-powered brightness management now learns your preferences in different contexts and adjusts accordingly, consistently targeting the lowest brightness level that you find comfortable in each setting rather than the highest level that is technically readable. The cumulative effect on battery life across a full day of use is meaningful. Battery health is the dimension that many people have quietly accepted as an inevitable decline without understanding that the rate of that decline is significantly influenced by charging habits. Lithium-ion batteries degrade faster when they are regularly held at full charge for extended periods. The pattern of charging overnight and leaving the phone plugged in until morning keeps the battery at 100% for 5 or 6 hours, which is harder on the battery chemistry than charging to 80% would be. AI charging optimization features, which most modern smartphones now have, learn your morning routine and time the charge to reach full capacity only shortly before you typically unplug the phone, rather than reaching it at midnight and holding there until 7 in the morning. Over months and years, this habit makes a measurable difference to how well the battery holds its capacity. The honest thing to say is that if your battery is already significantly degraded, if your phone regularly shuts down at 30%, or if a charge that used to last all day now runs out by early afternoon, optimization will improve things, but will not fully restore the original capacity. Battery replacement is the solution for a battery that is genuinely deteriorated, and it is typically much cheaper than a new phone. AI tools can tell you accurately where your battery health currently stands and help you decide whether optimization or replacement makes more sense for your situation. Next time, we'll talk about how AI can help you learn piano at home, because that is something an extraordinary number of people have always wanted to do, and the tools available in 2026 have made it more achievable than it has ever been. Have a wonderful day.